My name's Hayden, and this is my husband Aaron, and we're on a mission to visit every country in the world. From vegan food tours to adrenaline-pumping activities, we do it all. And we love bringing you along for the adventure. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a minute of our journey. Today, we're taking you to all of the best spots in Antigua, Guatemala, arguably one of our favorite cities we've been to in all of Central America.
Good morning and welcome to the beautiful city of Antigua here in Guatemala. We are going to take you around to some of the best places to see here in the city, but we're not going to just show you everything that everybody else does. We're going to take you to some off the beaten path activities.
Today we are starting at the iconic archway here in Antigua, and it's a perfect weather day. You can see the huge volcano behind us. No, you can't. Today we are starting at the iconic archway here in Antigua, and it's a perfect weather day. You got views of the volcano, the archway's all just beautifully gorgeous and old and ancient, and just this city is really coming alive today.
This archway was actually an old convent, and they needed to be able to cross from one side of the street to the other because it had two sides of the building, and so they built the archway, and inside of it is a bridge, and so they weren't able to be like disturbed by the common. There's a lot of birds there. And they were able to cross across all these birds.
We're gonna get pooped on.
The nuns were able to cross from one side of the street to the other without being disturbed by the commoners.
Antigua is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and sits at the base of the Agua volcano, 1,500 meters above sea level. In fact, there are 37 volcanoes in Guatemala, the most in any other Central American country. Antigua was originally the capital, but was relocated to Guatemala City after it was destroyed by an earthquake in 1773. It was mostly abandoned for a century before the coffee industry helped to bring it back to life.
Today, we are exploring a coffee plantation near the Agua volcano, and we're currently literally submerged in these coffee plants. It's actually really cool to see how they're grown. Oh my god.
I don't think we go this way, do we?
Come over here.
I'm too tall for that.
So we're on this plantation learning about how the coffee is actually grown, and obviously it's some of the best coffee in the world because of the volcanic soil. We're literally right here at the base of a volcano, so that's what makes these coffee plants so good.
About to try one of these coffee seeds, beans.
Those are not so sweet because they need to get more sun, to take more sun. Now I must tell you, coffee is poisonous. No,
It's hard to explain. It's kind of sweet almost. What's the name of this again?
Jocote.
Jocote. So we just plucked off the fruit of the jocote plant, which they use as shade for the coffee plants. And it's supposed to be muy deliciosa, is what I heard. So. Woo.
Sour?
Sour.
Oh! Oh, I like it. It's kind of like a mango.
Como maduro?
So I've got one of the sour variety, which I thought the first one was sour enough as it was, so. Oh! Oh yeah!
After the coffee farm, we were invited back to the guide's home to learn how to roast the beans in a traditional way, how to grind them, and most importantly, got to taste this famous Guatemalan coffee.
We are drinking the cup of coffee that we just roasted and ground, and she just made it right in the pot, and it's incredible. It's got just ridiculous amounts of flavor. And that's something we kind of learned, is that just how much of the properties of coffee are lost through the entire process of transporting and packaging, and then it sits on a shelf, and sometimes it's pre-ground, and to just get it straight from the source, it's probably going to be one of the best cups of coffee we've ever had.
Take a tour with De La Gente in order to help support the farmers directly. Back in the city, take a stroll through Parque Central. On the weekends, this plaza is bustling with people selling local products. Across the street is El Mercadito, which has seemingly endless stalls with local handicrafts to buy.
So we just happened to actually be here the weekend of the Antigua Flower Festival, which is happening all weekend, and all of these buildings and hotels and shops put up these huge, elaborate flower decorations, like hummingbirds and dresses, and everybody competes for a prize, and it's just this massive tourism thing that draws so many people to the city. The city is packed right now, and it's just really cool to walk around here and just look at all the installations.
Next up is Casa Santo Domingo, which is a hotel and spa that was constructed within the ruins of the Santo Domingo church and monastery. The grounds are absolutely beautiful, and it's definitely worth stepping outside of the busy streets and spending a day relaxing at the spa. The highlight for us was definitely the indoor jacuzzi.
Today we're doing something really exciting, and we are going to actually carve our own jade like necklaces or jewelry. So we're here in the studio. They're gonna let us like pick a piece of stone, grind it up, and like make jewelry out of it. Pretty cool.
After choosing our stone and the shape we wanted, we got to work. We roughly cut the shape out, then went through many rounds of grinding and polishing before arriving at our final product.
Look at how pretty mine is. I love it.
So this far superseded my expectations. I just kind of expected to pick out, this chunk of jade and then cut some janky shape and polish it a little bit and be done with it. Surprisingly though, with the help of Osvaldo, a professional here with 20 years plus experience, these things actually look really good, and I'm actually really stoked to wear mine. This is absolutely one of the coolest things we've ever done.
So neat to see how we transform the raw stone into the beautiful final products.
That was literally the most fun and unique experience that you can do here in Antigua, and I'm absolutely obsessed with mine. I paid extra for the silver chain and everything, but something I will absolutely wear. And they have a bunch of beautiful jewelry. If you don't want to make your own, you can go in and just buy things. I bought these earrings and I'm happy. So fun.
You can't miss all of the incredible vegan food the city has to offer. Don't miss our full vegan food tour video that will be sure to make your mouth water.
It looks incredible.
Oh my god.
So we were just walking home from lunch and stumbled upon quite possibly the most beautiful ruins I've ever seen. It's called Patronato Catedral, and it's basically an old cathedral, if you didn't catch that from the name. But it was destroyed multiple times in multiple earthquakes in the 1700s, and it just never got rebuilt. So it's like you see this super ornate, intricate details, and then just completely bashed out walls, and it's really nuts in here.
Yeah, this is actually the second building. The first cathedral was built in 1545, but was completely demolished. And so then they built this, and just earthquake after earthquake after earthquake. And then when the capital moved to Guatemala City, they just kind of stopped repairing it, but it is gorgeous.
And it's just right here in the middle of the city. Like, you almost wouldn't know it was here unless you like peeked through one of the little windows, but definitely worth a visit. This place is neat.
It's about $3 US per person, or 20 quetzales per person, so super affordable, super cheap, well worth it.
I cat dated you.
I'm big, tall, and scary. What do you want from me?
Oh, look, I got him now. No.
We're here at Casa del Ron in Antigua, and we're at a rum house. Like, what am I doing?
I don't know. We haven't even had the rum yet.
I know. We are here at Casa del Ron in Antigua, where we're going to try a couple of different drinks made out of the ron zacapa, or rum zacapa, which is named after the location where it's distilled. So I ordered a smoked old-fashioned made with rum, and Hayden got the maracuya, or passion fruit daiquiri. So it brought it out. It was a huge show. You see all the smoke coming out of there, but you can smell the smoke coming out of it. And the best part is the ice cube is even branded Casa del Ron. Cheers. Ooh. That is incredible. That's probably one of the best old fashions I've ever had. You really pick up those smoky notes, but because it's rum and not a whiskey or a scotch, there's like an inherent sweetness to it. It's phenomenal.
I went with a more fruity option. I went with a passion fruit little daiquiri, and it's beautiful. It's got a little mint and like charred lime in there. Oh my god, that's delicious. This is actually not zacapa rum, it's called Botran. So it's a little bit different than what Aaron's drinking. I assume it's a little bit lighter because it's not as dark and like whiskey vibes. It's delicious. Passion fruit, maracuya, and it's pretty.
We're here at
Antigua Brewing.
So now we're here at the Antigua Brewing Company, and they make about 6 different beers in-house, ranging from a couple of different IPAs to a blonde to some really heavy stouts. Not a big fan of IPAs, so I decided to jump right into the stout and went with the Imperial, which is like a 7.3% alcohol, so we're gonna hit pretty quick. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that's really good, actually. Normally Imperials are kind of really heavy, really boozy, but this one's actually really just kind of malty and smooth. That's good. But next up, I'm gonna try the coffee stout.
They have this really pretty rooftop that you can see pretty much the whole city, and if it were a clear day, you'd be able to see this huge volcano that overlooks the city as well. But I'm a light beer drinker, so I got like a blonde ale, canchona. It's light, it's easy. Tastes like Mexican piss, just the way I like it.
For an overnight stop outside of the city, don't miss Hobbitenango, a whole Hobbit city where you can stay in your very own Hobbit hole. Don't miss the full video we made at this super unique accommodation. We hope you enjoyed coming along with us today on our tour of Antigua. Let us know down below in the comments if you're planning to visit this beautiful city. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.